Well, how's it going, guys? Stas here. Welcome back to another video. Happy Monday. I appreciate you all for tuning in to yet again another Sofi update where we're going to break down the charts, my thoughts, what I'm looking to do, and we're going to go over the indexes, maybe some other stocks I'm watching later in the video. But first, guys, of course, take a sip of your coffee. Cheers, by the way. Hit that like button. Feel free to subscribe. Join my free email stock newsletter and check out my Patreon if you guys want to keep up with what I'm doing in my portfolio every single week where I'm investing thousands of dollars a month. And I actually just posted an update earlier today. All of those portfolio updates are on Patreon. Shameless plug, guys, linked down below. And now, cheers again. Let's dive into it. So it's almost 11 a.m. right now on the East Coast on this beautiful Monday morning. By the way, let me know where you guys are watching this video from in the comments down below. If you're in the U.S., what state? If you're outside of the U.S., what country, what city are you watching the video from? Let me know down below. But as of right now, SoFi stock is down about 1%, trading at $20.99, and we're down about 20 cents on the day. And earlier in the day, guys, we were at, we were down 4%. Yeah, at one point we got down 4%. The stock ended up tanking in the morning. You guys can see here if I zoom in a little bit. We opened up at about $21.50, 40 cents in that ballpark, and we got all the way down to $20.40 at the low. So we dumped about $1, and it was down even more than $1 from where we were in the pre-market. We got all the way to $21.70 in the pre-market this morning. So we actually dumped a decent amount at open, but now we are starting to rebound a little bit. If I zoom in on the intraday chart, right, we are starting to rebound a bit, slowly filling the gap back to the closing price from Friday. So you're noticing this right here, right? We can see we fell through the closing price Friday. You can see that right here. Closing price was at about $21.20. We fell through it. Now we're trying to fill the gap back up. In fact, we already did. We hit $21.20 about a couple minutes ago, and now we're getting rejected again. So notice we fell through the closing price Friday. Now we're trying to fill the gap back up to that closing price from Friday, and we're struggling to break through it, which means the bears in the short term have a bit of an edge on the intraday chart, right? And on this 5-day, 5-minute, you can see that even better. The fact that we took out that closing price from Friday, and now I'm noticing, wait a second, we actually took out the opening price from Friday. Friday, we opened up at $20.75, and again, we got down to $20.40, so we took out the closing and opening price from Friday, and actually the the closing price from Thursday as well. So SoFi, by no means is it collapsing. Let's just get that out there. It's not crashing yet. Not calling for a crash necessarily, but it is pretty elevated on the longer term charts. Let's keep it real. But we're not crashing yet, or selling off drastically yet. But we are starting to break some key levels here. But then again, when you pull back the 30-minute chart, you're like, all right. We're still above the 180 SMA on this time frame. We're still holding an uptrend. This is simply a little pullback, right? And for this to be more than just a pullback, for it to be, let's say, a crash, a larger correction, whatever you want to call it, we're going to have to break this 180 SMA on the 30-minute chart. We're going to have to break this trend line right here, which we're not doing yet. And we'll see if that even happens. And on the 1 hour time frame, same thing. We're above the 180 SMA, holding this trend line, still really uptrending, and no real signs of that dump off like this, for example, right? If we dumped under $20, 1950, started breaking this 180 SMA, that'd be a different story. The bears would gain a big edge there, but we're not there yet. So keep that in mind. SoFi selling off a little bit. We're taking out those key levels on the very small time frames, like we said, the opening price, closing price from the last trading day. But as you pull the layers back, we're still very much in an uptrend. And in my opinion, still very overbought on the 4-hour time frame, which you can see right here. We're starting to, give a little bit. We're starting to sell off a little bit. You're noticing on the 4-hour chart on SoFi here, we're above the 50 SMA still and the 180 SMA, obviously, but we're slightly starting to pull down to that 50 moving average, which is at 1960, $20 a share here roughly, which if that breaks on the 4-hour chart, then we're talking maybe a big gap down, towards the high teens again, $16, $17. But we're not there yet. But I do think that'd be the healthy pullback spot for SoFi. I think anywhere from 16, 17, $18, whether it's after or before earnings, that would be a healthy spot for it to get to. So what do you guys think? I'm curious. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And for me, I'm just holding on to my shares here, guys. I'm still in those puts, which I'm down big time on. I'll be honest, I'm down like 40% on those puts right now. But why sell them now? They expire in, when is it? September 19th. So we have still, a couple weeks here until those expire. Again, I'm down on them. The stock's still very overbought. There's no point in selling them now, in my opinion. I'm just going to hold on to them, and that's what I'm doing. And again, I'm holding on to my shares at this point as well. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for SoFi, guys. Quick little update there. Now we're down about 1.5%, so it's actually slipping even more as this video is progressing. So it's pretty obvious. We took out the lows, or the closing price from Friday. We tried filling the gap back up. We did, but we didn't break out of the closing price from Friday. We got rejected at it. It's acting as resistance right now. So keep that in mind. $21 is being, it's a tough spot for SoFi, at least today. And we'll see how it goes moving forward. And as for the indexes here, guys, and by the way, hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't done so already. I appreciate you all for tuning in. As always, right? You guys are awesome. So for the indexes right now, we are seeing a bit of a red day. The S&P's down about 20 cents. I mean, SPY is 0.03%, so not bad, but earlier it was down even more. The Dow's down 0.05%, about 25 points, not much, but earlier it was down even more, just like the S&P, and QQQ is down. Actually, no, now it's up about 0.25%. It was down earlier in the day. So you're noticing indexes here are starting to heat up a little bit. You're noticing on the intraday chart. QQQ's trading at highs. SPY's trying to break out a bit here on the intraday. It actually is starting to break out a bit. And the Russell is also in the green. So we were deeper in the red earlier. Now we're going green a bit. Of course, there's a lot going on with tariffs. Maybe I'll make another video on that. We had some tariff news over the weekend, rattling the markets a little bit here. The VIX is up 5%. Let me show you guys the VIX, which we actually, called out. I'm not surprised that the VIX is spiking a bit considering how beaten up it actually is. Look, the VIX over the last year, each time it's gotten down to like 15 points. We've stayed there a little bit, but it kind of seems like each time we've gotten to 15, the VIX spikes shortly thereafter. And we're kind of getting that as well here. We hit 15 on Friday on the VIX. Last week, it was downtrending a lot. Now we're back over 17. VIX is starting to spike. And, man, that's pretty much it. There's a lot going on in these markets with tariffs, crypto's going crazy, which I know I'm not a crypto channel. But, man, Bitcoin's like at 125K now. Ethereum's at 3K. It's nuts. A lot of these crypto stocks I'm tracking are going bonkers right now. And there could be more upside. Who knows? But for now, that's it, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Check out the Patreon community if you guys want to be a part of the portfolio I'm building. See how I'm doing it every week. We're investing thousands of bucks a month, and we're doing updates every week, multiple per week. That's on Patreon down below. Feel free to check it out, guys. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you in the next video.